Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very welcome. Well, today we've got a map that doesn't tick many boxes. Is it pretty? No. Is it realistic? No. Is it really nicely detailed up to 2020 standards? No. What it is it's challenging and it offers a gameplay challenges that we don't often see in this show, specifically in this show. So I thought, let's have a little go at this one, little look at it. Some of you might be interested. A lot of you won't, but some of you might. And this show is all about covering every sort of map. But before we go about covering this map, I want to cover one other base. You know what base that I need covering, don't you? That's right, covering all the bases really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thanks for your support. Today's map is Berin Peninsula by IxWave. I think that's Ix and not LooksWave, because my I's and my L's are almost identical. Let's have a little look at the start square. Start square looks like that. We have some build plane down there, that's the important bit, I guess. And then if we have a look at the terrain, well, it's tiered. Little plateaus all over, making it fairly easy to build, but not huge grid cities. There's your resources all centered very much on the 25 tiles, so 25 tile map if you want to do that. And then off to the workshop, or what do we need? The answer is nothing, but there is DLC needed. It's not on the right, it is in the description. You will need mass transit for this one. We'll also be using the vanilla temperate theme and, say it with me, the realistic 1.2 LUT. Okay, so standards aren't the highest. If you're looking for slick, you're not gonna get slick, and I think probably the creator would hold their hands up and say that as well. This map is not about slick. It's probably about vanilla play, actually. It's about playing without mods and building on tiers. Like, love those tiers in the background there. Can you see them like layered up like vineyard tiers? They are, well, they're pretty damn good and very interesting. Whether it's the sort of map that you want to try playing on is a different matter altogether. But if you want to do something challenging, if you've got the old potato for the computer and you can't handle huge grid city builds, well, maybe give this one a little bit of a look. Maybe, possibly. I mean, it's not for me. I'm not massively excited about it myself, but I can see the potential for somebody to actually have an enjoyable game on this one. And yeah, if we turn the clock back to when Cities Skylines first came out, way back in the day, in the last not last century, the last decade, well, you know, this was the sort of map that we were kind of used to. Left or right? All the traffic's going left, we'll go left. Okay. Now, what we could do is we could follow this road all the way to the fog like we normally do. But I don't think you're going to learn anything about the map if we do that. Because frankly, it's, well, the same as what you're seeing. What we could do though is we could follow it to the peninsula. But before we get to the peninsula, we will reach the start square, which is right about now. We'll pull back and have a little look at the start square. There it is. And in the start square, we have got one of the usual, one of our favourites. It's the asset of the day. And today we have got Beergarden Forst Schenke by Kleckerklotz by Kleckerklotz. Yes, this is really very lovely indeed. Thank you very much for driving your motorbike through my living room. Okay, factoids, because factoids. Frank James, brother of Jesse James, and member of the infamous James Gang, was born on this day, the 10th of January 1843. He saw himself as a bit of an intellectual, just like me, and was always ready to quote Shakespeare, just like, actually not like me at all, when the occasion demanded. When he was caught, his trial attracted such public interest, he had to be moved from the county court to the opera house to accommodate everybody. I can imagine. I can just about imagine. Anyways, yeah, back in the day before internet and Netflix, you had to go and get your entertainment somewhere. Yes, a lovely bit of detailing going on here. It's a dog park sign there, but hey, you got to work with what you can work with, haven't you? Kleckerklotz has not done a bad job at all. It's Beergarden Forst Schenke by Kleckerklotz, today's asset of the day. And back to the networks. So yes, if we take a left here, will take us off to the edge of the map. I'm thinking, actually, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's, no, that's right. We've got a junction down here. Just trying to remember where we are on the map. I was so tied up with my factoids and putting my book back on the shelf. I completely forgot that we have a junction down here. So we'll take this junction and we'll take the right rather than the left, because that looks a scary bridge. And also, we already discussed we're not going to the edge of the map. Now, we're kind of like in build territory down here. Everywhere down here is somewhere that you can consider expanding into, buying into, and building into. Now, up there on the right-hand side, you saw the plateaus up there. We're heading towards that sort of direction now. There is a couple of peninsula dead ends. We've taken the right-hand turning here. The other one goes off to the left there behind that ridge. Down this embankment here, yes, is not quality. It's not quality. And yes, we've got 1,000,001 vanilla trees, which are never the prettiest. But again, it's all about the gameplay. We haven't got any highways on this map, so we're not going to be able to build huge cities before we get sort of like clogged down, unless you can find another way around it. I just feel potential with this map. Oh, hang on. It's everybody's favourite factory. And onwards, up towards the plateau up here where we have a dead end roundabout, which is quite nice. Okay, now the rail. You know what's coming with the rail. You know it. I'm not going to moan about it. I'm just going to say that if you're playing vanilla rules and you don't care, then this will not affect you in the slightest. If you're looking for a realistic map, then this isn't going to be the one for you. My goodness. Mind you, I can suspend disbelief for this. I can. If absolutely necessary, I can. There is something I can't suspend disbelief for, and I'll show you that in a moment. We have it. A train climbing over the mountains. You can imagine having rubber tyres and extra grippy rails. I can imagine that. What I can't imagine is a train that can ghost through solid objects. That is a bit too much for me. Let's skip across this great big bridge there. Up and down over this mountain. This is a crazy route. Crazy route here. And looking for solid objects on the line. There will be something. There will be. We'll come down here. Or if we take a right here, this takes us down towards the start square. We'll do that actually. Now, there you go. We have a rock on the line. That's I cannot suspend disbelief for that. That for me is a bigger sin than going over the mountains. I know it sounds ridiculous, just a little prop placement like that, but I'd rather have more of this. I mean, it's steep, but it's not vertical, and I could probably deal with that. The game engine could deal with vertical if necessary, pretty much. Anyway, we're down, heading towards... Now, how close are we to the start square with the rail terminus? Because we are getting up towards the end of the line here. And if I tell you, it's not a million miles. I haven't checked the exact tile placements, but it's probably 2 tiles away from the start square. Let's pull back there, and if you have a little look, other side of the river there, that little patch of land there you go, there's your start square, that's your asset. So it's achievable, it's gettable, and this is also gettable too.
Have you never quite worked out how to use Ploppable Rico? And what the heck is Ploppable Rico anyway? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Ploppable Rico by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
And so back to the shipping routes now at Berin Peninsula by IxWave. Shipping routes, we've got 2. They don't run parallel, but they run alongside each other, sort of across the map. There they go, they meet up here. The one on the left just basically runs across the top of the map. The one on the right goes in and out of the coves, and they don't cross, which is a good thing. There we go, off the edge of the map there. I'm quite happy with that, I feel. Water flow. We have strong water flow because we have mountains and crazy water sources, and it's good for playability, and this is what this map is all about. We've got strong water flow that goes through the start square. You can't ask for more than that. Also looks alright when it's in blue and white. Okay, this is green and white. It looks lush, it looks from this distance. I reckon you can get some really good screenshots from up here if you can get some cities on the build. But you can just see those plates, the plateaus that you're going to be building up on into. Here's your start square area again. Let's go to the opposite side of the river. We didn't get that far, did we? But you can see, yes, these plates and plateaus, all about building on those. It's relatively flat on those as well, which means it's going to be quite easy to actually build once you get up into them, if you can. Beaches, very vanilla, of course. Change the theme, change the LUT. Sort of thing that I've been doing in my new series, 60-minute map fix. Do check out on the channel for that if you've not already seen it. 2 episodes already on the channel where I take a map that's not dissimilar to this and I make it, hopefully, a little bit better in just 60 minutes. Anyway, I'll link that in the end credits. Okay, water, yeah, they're okay. I mean, this is not the worst, most boring river system. It's like not totally unattractive, considering it's vanilla. Anyway, what do you think of the map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. I think you're going to say it won't be because it's not pretty. Don't forget about the playability though when you're voting. Don't forget about that. Okay, aesthetically, it's not great. There are some areas about it I quite like. I like the idea it's tiered. I quite like the river. It's still not pretty though, and it's really it's a struggle to say it'd be a 3-star map. I'm going to call it a high 2. It's not too far away from being a 3-star map. Detailing. Yes, not too much to talk about with that one, but it could be a lot worse. I'm telling you, it could be. I'm going to give it a medium 2. Not as good as the aesthetics, but still nowhere near a 3 stars. Gameplay potential. I see the potential. I can see the potential. It's not for everybody, and for some of you, gameplay potential will be 1 star. I have to look at it from like a random, regular Joe. I think you could play this. I'm going to give it 4 stars. I think it's playable. I just think it's not enticing. And there's 5th star gone. Berin Peninsula by IxWave is worth looking at if you fancy a vanilla challenge. It's definitely doable, that one. Definitely doable. Good work, IxWave. Very glad to see it. Well, thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Again, I think I'll link the 60-minute map fix in the screen there. Can you see it? Can you see it? Is it there? Can you see it now? And obviously, I've got a second channel as well with various random things going up on there. And I've got hopefully an Civ 6 series going up soon, so watch out for that one. Right, I've been BonBonB. I'll see you very, very soon.